Hi, everybody. I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about this virtual poetry exhibition that we're going to be doing. I know you guys probably have questions, so I just wanted to make this little video to explain a little bit about exactly what it is that we're going to be doing and the steps that we're going to take to be able to complete this project. I'm very, very excited to see what you guys do with this, and I can't wait to get started. So with your virtual poetry exhibit, you are going to tell me three things. You're going to tell me how the author is using poetic devices to convey an emotion in the poem. You're going to define these poetic devices, and you're going to tell me a little bit about the poem's author. Now, I could just have you write an essay about these three things and call it a day, but I want you to show me visually and with written elements all of these three things. So you are actually creating a virtual tour of the poem. You're going to take me through each element and show me what it is visually. So the virtual poetry exhibit is actually going to be made up of two components. The first component is a website of your design. The website's going to have different pages that you can navigate to, just like a real website. Your website will contain probably somewhere about 5 to 7 pages. These aren't full pages of writing, so don't worry, but let me tell you what will be required in each of these pages. Your first 3 pages of your website are going to include the text of the actual poem, the year the poem was written or published, and a brief biography of the poet. So you'll have 1 page for each of the 3 poems. The remaining pages, and this might vary for some of you, will be dedicated to defining the poetic devices that are being used in the 3 poems. You will have 1 page for each poetic device. On the page for each poetic device, you will include a picture that represents the device, provide a definition of the device, and give me an example of the device. This example can be from one of the poems or any other source that you wish. The second component of your virtual poetry exhibit assignment is creating a PowerPoint. This PowerPoint will probably be somewhere between 3 and 4 slides. The first slide will be your title, and the other 3 slides will be for Poem 1, Poem 2, and Poem 3, respectively. On each slide, you will provide a written explanation of what poetic devices the author is using and what emotion is being conveyed with those devices. This is the written portion of the exhibit. You will also include a picture that represents the poem. Now, the key thing with this PowerPoint is that it's tying together your written portion and your website, which is your virtual portion. This is the interactive element of this project and will complete the virtual tour. On your PowerPoint, you will include links in various places to your website. So, for instance, whenever you mention a poetic device, you will include a link that a viewer can click on that will take them to your website page that defines that poetic device. I'll explain more about this in person with you all, but I just kind of wanted to give you an idea. So to recap everything that I just said, you will submit 2 things to me for this project. And we're going to do this step by step, so don't get overwhelmed. First, you're going to submit a link to your website once it's up and running. Then you will create your PowerPoint and submit that to me. And then you and I will have a conference at some point and decide where in your PowerPoint are the best places to include links to your website. And then your virtual tour will be complete. I would expect you to revise this at least once, check it for grammar, spelling, punctuation, things like that, and then you can submit it. So hopefully this clears up some questions that you had. Again, I'm so excited to see what you all come up with. And thank you all for your time. I'll see you soon.